I asked a couple questions from you guys on Instagram, and here are the questions from the Goldies specifically that they want me to answer. I'm gonna just go over it again and just, make sure I answer it to the best of my ability and give you all of the real juice, okay? All right. So, a lot of people ask me if I'm still in contact with KB. And if I was in contact with KB, would I be smashing KB? And the truth is, I am not really in contact with KB. We hit each other up via Instagram. We text each other. I've invited him to a few viewing parties. So we're not in contact like that. He is still my homeboy. We had our issues because we clashed a lot. But do we have beef? No. Do I hate him? Absolutely not. Do I speak the truth? Absolutely, I speak the truth. Am I very unfiltered when it comes to the truth? Yeah. Am I politically correct all the time? Not really. When it comes to the guys in the house, let's get this question out of the way. I am cool with Jose, and I am cool with Dom. I thought I was cool with other people, but they don't really keep in touch. I mean, I love Kareem. He's super cool. I was super cool with Chris G, but he was throwing shade on Twitter. But as far as our friendship goes, I don't know if it's genuine. I don't know if Chris G fucks with me like how I fucks with him. So when I'm confused, I just take a step back because I don't have time for all that shit. The girls, you guys are always asking because you see Ashley and Ashley squared together all the time, as we were on the show, which they didn't really show, which was irritating for us. You always ask, are we cool with the other girls? I answer this question 1,000,001 times. We're super cool with the girls. We love them. We have a group chat, obviously. My nose is so stuffy right now. But see how much I love you guys? I'm doing this because I love you guys. How do I feel about production's portrayal of me? There were so many different angles of me that they could have shown. But what can I do now? That's reality TV. What? Basically, as far as Rick and Ashley goes, outside of Temptation Island, we were a shit show. We were clearly working hard on avoiding each other at some point. Well, he was avoiding me. And, the reality of the situation. And, I think that people were getting into his head as far as family goes, which I expected originally. And so he stood clear of me for some time. Right when we finished filming, we had kind of like a little blowout in the hotel room. It wasn't too serious, but he definitely, confronted me about having sex with KB. And I just knew that I broke his heart, and it was going to be a lot for him to forgive me and heal. And so another question is, do I feel like Medina is the reason that we broke up? Absolutely not. Do I feel like my actions are the reason that we broke up? Yes, definitely. I feel like for women, it's a lot easier for us to forgive men for cheating, but for men, it's impossible. And I'm like, that's just so sexist. But I'm gonna leave that shit alone. It is what it is. He forgave me on Temptation Island. We left together. I was happy. When I went back to record the reunion and I saw them play back the videos, I was like, it just seemed and it felt like he was forced to forgive me. Normally my vibe's always right, but that's the tea. I think that he was forced to leave with me and then switch it up at the reunion so that I could get super messy, because Rick barely wanted to see me. We barely hung out. Like, obviously you're out here running these streets, so do you, boo. And I'm gonna stay clear. I told my girls, I was like, I have a feeling he's gonna try and break up with me at the reunion. And I was like, and there's no way that I could really prepare for it. Like, what am I gonna do? Fake being with KB? And I was like, you know, like, I could be a petty ass bitch and do that too, but I just like keeping it real. And when me and KB got there, me and KB talked too. We talked about what we thought was gonna happen at the reunion, how we were gonna respond to the bullshit. Like, we had an agreement. We knew for a fact that everyone was gonna be coming at us like we're the villains. Like, Rick hasn't cheated on me, and like Rick, you know, wasn't out here making it seem like he was going to be having a bomb ass time talking about, oh yeah, it's time to play ball, and she want all the smoke. And oh yeah, it's a homegirl when she was talking about like she basically is Mixie. When she said that shit, he was hype. And you know, to be honest, he was saying something to every single chick that walked out, because they didn't show you all of the girls introducing themselves, but Rick made sure he, you know, interacted with every single chick or had something slick to say to every single chick that walked out. He was being such a tough guy that the girls were like, yeah, you got something to worry about, basically. Like, they were looking at me, turning around like, she brought him here? Oh, he's about to act the fool. And he just made it seem like he was down to fuck everybody. And so I was shocked. And you know what? I'm still not sure that he didn't smash. Like, I saw clips and I was like, and then y'all saw different clips in comparison to what I was seeing. Too much tea. So I would just say it like this. I was made to be the villain. He was made to be the good guy. Ashley is the problem. And she wanted all of this, and she was saying all of this, and then all of a sudden she fucks KB on the first night. Definitely wasn't the first night if you see all those outfit changes. One thing I do know, the real tea, is that all these singles have been sleeping around, pass arounds, and having a good time with the couple guys, and it's just like, and the single guys, you know, all of them is just being mixy and moving around and sleeping around. And what are my thoughts on it? Good for you. Live your best life. It has nothing to do with me, so I don't care. Will I name drop? Absolutely not, because nobody's hurting me by doing what they do. I have moved the fuck on from all of that drama, so I could care less who's sleeping with who. I hear about it, I never ask about it, and it's not hurting me. Like, even Rick and Medina, at this point, yo, I know what it is. Like, I know what it is. It's for the hype, and that's also the tea. It's for the hype. It's to help them carry on the narrative of Temptation Island, looking better, feeling better. She was not impressive on there. She was pretty boring. Everybody thought she was thirsty. So for her to feel like she wins the guy, it looks good for her. You don't really win the guy if I leave the island with him and then he decides to fuck with you, and especially if he's still hurt. So then pause that shit. No one cares. And then for him, it just looks like, you know, he saved himself, because all the guys that watched it that are his friends are like, oh, you took her back? Oh, you took her back? That's crazy. You're fucking insane. You're soft. I saw a fan call him soft for taking me back. Oh, you're soft for taking her back. I would never do that. And I'm like, if you don't understand that, you sound so dumb, because men cheat all the time to the point where it's normalized. And like, we're immune to it now. Like, we've accepted it in society. Like, okay, I'm gonna get married to this clown. He's gonna cheat on me. And I'm gonna forgive him. We're gonna go to therapy. And I'm always gonna take him back. I'm hanging out with Ashley, Shari, Asonica, and a few of the other girls. And oh, Morgan too. And we're all groups, like, hanging out, taking pictures, talking, drinking. Everybody's lit. then it's time to go. So we head outside and